Hi, and welcome to the Back to School event here at Two Peas in a Bucket. We are going to be altering a memo board in this class today. I purchased this blue memo board at a local store. It's actually quite wide. It's a little bit wider than 12 by 12. I'm guessing it's about 13 by 13. It's a dry erase whiteboard, and it came in several colors. I got the blue. Came with a dry erase marker that I covered with pattern paper because I thought it was much cuter and matched my project. So you can only see part of my project at a time, so we're going to start with the banner that we're going to do up here in the corner. I used these Alphabet Soup playing cards by My Mind's Eye, and I selected the A, B, and C card. They're adorable cards. And because I'm going to use them as a banner, I wanted to reinforce the corners, and so I used a hole punch, and I punched through the holes, and then I set eyelets on the back, and that just makes them a little bit stronger. In addition to these playing cards in my banner, I wanted some pennant-shaped banners. These two pieces of paper are actual digital paper. They come as 12 by 12 size, but I sized them down to a 4 by 4 space and then printed them out on textured white cardstock, and then I cut them into triangles. Again, I set eyelets through the holes. One of the best purchases I ever made, and this was a suggestion by Jen McGuire, is this humongous roll of twine. This is craft colored. It comes in lots of different colors. You can find it in any sewing store. I actually found mine at a local grocery carry everything type store, and it was about $2, and I've used this for several years. So anyway, you're going to take some of this craft twine. I have about 24 inches here, and you are going to thread it onto the twine, each of these banner pieces. So you can see that I have threaded the twine through the banner, and I'm ready to adhere it down. We're going to go ahead and use glue dots, and I've added some to the A. Okay, now I have these excess pieces of string, and I want to do something a little bit different. So I have these pieces of green gingham ribbon that I am going to thread through the eyelet hole with the twine. And then I'm just going to tie it in a knot. And at that point you can trim off your twine and trim up your ribbon. And you can do the same thing on the other side. And then again, just trim off the excess ribbon. Okay, now I wanted to dress up these cute little banners, and so I punched out some circles from Quick Cuts cork, and this Quick Cuts cork is great because it's quite thin, but it also has adhesive on the back, which makes it a lot easier to use. And I did one for each pennant. All right, and then I have these little orange paper flowers from Prima, and put a glue dot on the back. I have an orange one and a green one. I like that the Prima packs come in several different colors. And then I want to add something to the circle, the center of each of these flowers, and I have these epoxy stickers from Little Yellow Bicycle, and they came with a bunch of different colored bubbles. And so I'll just pick a different color to go into each circle. And that's what my flower centers come from. So there you have the top part of the project. Okay, now like I said, this memo board is longer than a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. This is a 12 by 2 inch strip of pattern paper. And we're going to go ahead and just adhere that down, and then we will add a second piece on top. So I just used glue dots. You can do something a little more sturdy. This is going to be hung up in my teenage daughter's room, and she is much more careful than maybe a younger child would be. So depending on the use is how much adhesive I add. So I cut an extra little piece, and there's a seam right here, and that's okay. All right, so I have this cute little chipboard frame, and it actually was a whole frame, but I put pattern paper behind it, and then I trimmed off the edge because I'm going to put it on off the edge, and I wanted it trim and flush with the edge of my memo board. So again, just add some glue dots. Okay. Now, once we have this down, you can see that it's kind of still blank, and I want to add some things to it. Because I have the chipboard frame down, I don't need to worry now about my pattern paper going off the edge or not being long enough. I can just use a 12-inch long strip of pattern paper. All right, tuck it in a little bit. And then we'll trim off the excess. Oops. Okay. All right, now here's where you can get creative and do what you want to do. On it, I have started to put some letter stickers on here. These are American Crafts letter stickers. All right, let me turn it right side up so you can see it. Okay, so it says study. Now I cut out with my silhouette this word that says list. And when I have a thin object like this, I like to use my Zig glue pen. And using a scratch sheet of paper, I just add glue to the back of the die cut. Okay. All right, so I have some more Prima flowers that I want to add. All right, and I still want to dress up the bottom a little bit. I have this Starling School stamp set. It's actually called Just a Note by Hero Arts, and I'm going to use the scissors stamp. This is Regal Rose ink from Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to add some scissors. This so you can see it. To the bottom of the pattern paper. Just kind of dresses it up a little bit more. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, so we can add the next strip of green pattern cardstock. And then I also pre-cut with some scallop scissors some pattern paper scallops. And this is from I believe it's an 8x8 pattern paper book. All right, so let me show you the bottom. And then, like I said, it's a dry erase board, so just a quick and easy way to alter a purchased item for your specific needs. This is a little girl's school memo board. There will be additional instructions in the form of a downloadable PDF available at twopiesandabucket.com in the education forum, and you're welcome to post any questions there.